Hello, YouTube. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Azrael. This is a virtual, well, I could say response, but it's more of a virtual agreement. Our friend that I've had on my channel a couple times, the Comedic Witch, Zabora, she politely refuted some claims made by one of her friends. And I am in total agreement. Matter of fact, that's one reason why I fucking started this channel, right? Was because I was exposing the hypocrisy of magic in the Bible and, Christians demonizing magic and started out as a form of pagan apologetics, which is sorely lacking. You see, witches have too many, tend to, I don't know how much it is now since the last time I've checked by asking 101 pagans, but they seem to have a justified belief in that they don't have to justify their belief. It's justified. You don't have to justify shit to nobody. You believe what you believe. That's it. All right. However, her friend, and if you have this attitude, please reconsider because you are absolutely heart attack wrong, heart stoppingly wrong. Because let me tell you, if you could work at a job being openly pagan without being fired or persecuted, it's not, because you have great charisma. It's because somewhere down the line, some other person was fired and they sued. So you don't have to do a prosperity spell. You just have to find a closed-minded asshole to fire you for your beliefs, and you can cash in by suing their fucking ass, right? You are actually benefiting. You are benefiting from the pagans that went before you, who was basically demonized and ostracized because of their religious belief. You are actually benefiting from the the their actions of making it recognized that uh, Wicca and other pagan religions are a valid form of religion too. That's why now Wiccan covens, large Wiccan covens, are now can be tax exempt as of right now because they are a valid religion in the government that did not used to be in your lifetime. Most of you in the 1970s, witchcraft was still technically illegal in the United States, and you could seek jail, be put in jail. Believe it or not, yes, for working magic. Matter of fact, there's still laws on the books, but they disguise it by calling it the Fraudulent Mediums Act, where you could be arrested for reading tarot cards. Okay, if you are not sitting in jail or being ostracized at the cost of your job, it's because you are actually benefiting. You are benefiting from what you are actually persecuting and talking against. Now, I also understand where you're coming from. Okay, why does it seem pointless? Because nobody fucking admits that they're wrong in a debate or argument, especially online. But if you don't really know the person, even if they know in their heart of hearts that most of the time they're wrong, most people will not admit that they're wrong. They might change their views later, but to save face, it looks like the conversation goes nowhere because they don't want to admit that they were wrong, or they have to take time to fact check what you're saying. But let me tell you something. There's other things going on behind the scenes, brother or sister. You're planting seeds. You're giving knowledge to a person that didn't know something. When you know your position and can justify your position, and now I understand, brothers and sisters, that I understand that you don't have to justify your belief to any fucking buddy. But again, the reason why you don't have to justify your belief is because others have set a standard. You see, in order to have religious freedom, you have to have religion. You have to have freedom from religion in order to have religious freedom. To be completely free, you can't be governed by somebody else's religion. All right, but this is still happening. And if you're saying it's not worth fighting for, to basically uh, prove that their belief is not really much better than your belief, then you are part of the problem. And it's sickening to see that you're actually benefiting from what people have suffered for because they were willing to fight because you're too complacent and saying, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Do what you want. And I might sound combative because I am, because this is a very passionate subject for me, is that pagans often have this ideology that they don't have to justify their belief. That's one of the problems. That's one reason why Christianity was so easy to spread, is because they made a fucking habit to make sure that they demonized or proved other people wrong. And because people that pagans have a utopian idea of live and let live, which is a perfect ideology. It really is. But you know what? You can't put that into practice 100% of the time in a world that won't leave you the fuck alone for believing the way you believe. You've got to fight back. So yes, there's a reason. I when I was a Christian, and I was a damn good Christian. I'm not talking because school, Sunday school or whatever. I learned the fucking arguments, and I actually converted a lot of pagans to Christianity. Since then, I've led a lot of Christians away, including some of the ones I brought too. Why? Because I fucking know the arguments, and I'm going to take the time out of my day to educate people. Okay, and again, I don't mean to. I don't. I'm not going to leave the name of the channel. I mean, I'm just a virtual response to a friend's video that inspired me to make a response, and she's right. I've even had pagans on my channel ask me, "What's the fucking point?" All right. Well, there is several reasons, and if you don't see it immediately, I'm sorry. But Christian apologetics is geared to explain away contradictions, or when you come across a scripture in the Bible, such as uh, in the Old Testament, where a rapist is forced to marry his rape victim. All right, and that's immoral by today's standards. That would be fucking insane. But this is what we're starting to see. Why? Because people ain't fighting back. They're too complacent. They think, oh, we're too progressed of a society to regress. This mentality is the very fucking reason why we will regress. Why in certain places a rapist has the fucking right now to sue his victim if she gets an abortion. Okay, surprise, motherfuckers! We're already starting to regress. So we need to get off our ass as a community and start teaching pagan apologetics. It doesn't matter if deep down you feel that you don't have to validate your belief. But if you're going to be taken serious in a society where your decisions affect others, where others' decisions affect you, surprise, you got to justify your actions. Because you know what? We're not living in that perfect world where everybody will just leave people alone. No, we're living in a world where people want to control others because it's easier to control themselves I don't have the self-control to to stop eating chocolate, so let's fucking ban chocolate. That will force me to do the right thing. This is the mentality that this country has, and this is the mentality you're not fighting against when you should. Thank you for listening. Why it matters more than you realize. Thank you.